How are we doing, guys? And my name is Decca Heggie, and welcome to Bareknuckle Street Fight and Brawls. This is a new combat sport where we bring you two men that fight to the finish with only one man left standing. I hope you enjoy these fights and the content.
I bet you were all thinking in your head, this man's talk and dribble. He's not going to do what he said he's going to do. You're probably all there thinking that I'm here. I've done it. I feed off that negative energy. I love this stuff. This is what gives me energy. Saying I'm going to do something, I'm doing it. And putting it out there for the world to see.
I can hear you
and then doing it again. They laughed. They laughed at the man getting trolled for 4 years. They called me a joker. Then the joker goes and creates a fight company. And then watch. Joker will take this fight company worldwide. Laws of attraction, baby. Laws of attraction.
That was me talking from heaven, looking down on you, baby. Woo! Did you like that? Did you like that? Talking from the heart, man. Talking from the heart. Big love to everybody supporting the channel, guys. Decca, yeah, man, thank you, Dean Williams. Listen, guys, right, before I start the show today, that GoFundMe pinned at the top is not for Decca Heggie's pocket. It is to help go towards paying the fighters' wages, right? If people don't know me by now, I do not give a crap about money. All I'm bothered about is paying the lads on the day. Tomorrow we've got 3 fights, and on Saturday we've got 4 fights. We've still got another 2 fights to put up on FFM in the next couple of days. So if you haven't subscribed to that, go and subscribe and pay £1. If you guys think I'm going to expect you to pay for 7 fights coming up, you're joking. I would never expect you to do that. Ever. You know me. I'm fair to a little bit of give and take. You'll see 4 fights for free and you'll pay for 3 fights. That's fair, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to make you, I'm not going to charge you for every single fight, man. That's just mugging you off. You know what I mean? I'm all about being real and genuine and talent and saying what I'm going to do. But you know what it is, guys? Yes, we are going to take this worldwide. There's been a lot of things going on in the background. I can't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be filling people full of false promises for them to fall through. Because you know what it's like when you're talking business and contracts and stuff, things can fall through at the last hurdle, which I don't think it will, because we've got some serious people involved in us and they believe in our project. But yeah, so listen, guys, if you can help donate in the top, £1, even £1, if like there's 188 people on here now. If everyone put £1 in the GoFundMe, that's 188 quid, isn't it? That's all it is. I'm not expecting people to put fortunes in there. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not like that. But that money does not go to me, it goes to the fighters. Listen, you can ask any of these fighters that come and fight me. You've got Dean Williams on here. You ask any of them, I'm the most genuine man. Well, I'll call myself a promoter now. I'm the most genuine promoter you'll ever meet. I don't promise them false promises. I pay them what I say I'm going to pay them. They get paid when they turned up. and they get looked after. And I am in touch every single day with all the fighters. I'm talking to them on a regular basis. You know why? Because it's spot on. And I want to say another thing. Yeah, enough bombastic, right? I also want to explain that with the events that we're putting on, 10% of all ticket sales are going to go to Andy's Man's Club. I don't know if you know Andy's Man's Club. You know what? I actually need to speak to the owner because I need to get his logo on here. Andy's Man's Club is men's mental health, and I've decided that I want to give 10% of all income on events to Andy's Man's Club and donate to them. So I need to speak to Andy's Man's Club because listen, mental health's in my heart. We've got a big team around us now, and all the lads suffer mental health. So we're all on the same level when it comes to mental health, guys. And it's honestly, I'm genuine, but you know me, I'm tapped in the head. One day I can be erratic, another day I can be spot on. I'm in a good mood today. I'm happy. I'm back training again because I want to fight on Bareknuckle street fighting brawls. So I'm training, doing my cardio. I actually need some sparring partners. If anybody can get in touch with me on Instagram and offer me some sparring, guys, that'd be appreciated. I'd even pay you to spar with me, just so I can get the rounds in, just to get myself fight fit. Yeah. Well, Mr. Boombastic's just a hater, mate. No, I get, listen, Bombastic, what a name. I get what you're saying. I'm all about constructive criticism, bro. But I'm trying to tell you something, right? That GoFundMe money, I don't see a penny of it. All that money goes to the fighters' wages. You got to remember, right? If we're putting on 8 fights a week, because that's what we're doing at the minute. You want to see the amount of fights we've got to put up. How are we supposed to pay the fighters? Oh, Decca Heggie's meant to be a millionaire. I'll just pay them out my own money. I'm not a millionaire, mate. I haven't got much money. It's just because people are buying memberships on YouTube and people are paying on FFM for the fights. That's why we can pay the fighters. I'm not seeing any profit. I probably won't see any profit for the first 6 months, but I'm not bothered, man. I'm not bothered. Well, I'm more bothered about this company becoming one of the biggest in the world, in the fact that street fighting brawls. We're looking at everything. We're looking at all angles. We're going to get a license. Going to make it completely legal. We're going to go and get like public liability. We've got our medics on board now. We're going to get a proper cage like UFC. We're going to build a proper cage. Everything's happening, man. Everything's happening, and we're just glad that with Johnny Big Decker's not much money, but he said he got 50 grand in the bank. Well, listen, like, can I just say something? See, if I was loaded, do you honestly think I'd come on here and start bragging about it? See all these people that go on Instagram, like showing money off and with flash watches and cars. It's cringy as out, man. I could be sitting on £2 million, but I'm not going to tell you it. I wear a vest, I wear a cap, and I wear shorts. I'm not walking about with Ralph Lauren and Armani suits on, am I? But hey, you never know. I might do soon. Old Decca White, Eddie Hearn won't have a patch on me soon, man. That's another one, mental health channel. Guys, listen, I'd like people to go and subscribe to this. Wait on. Please go and subscribe to this on YouTube. It's called The Battle Between Angels and Demons. It's a mental health channel. Sally and Darren, you haven't done any videos yet, bro. I'm actually going to do a video today about it because I want to build that brand, the mental health. It's got a big, massive place in my heart. I don't know whether you know, but last May I tried to commit suicide 3 times, failed miserably. 3rd time I nearly did it. I just ended up jumping on top of the police van because he drove under the bridge just in time. Then I got sectioned in a mental hospital. Frank Smith, Decca don't have any money. Listen, that's all right, bro. Just support us by being a subscriber, mate. Let's have a look. You said 50 grand in the bank. So what? What if I have? Doesn't matter, does it? The thing is, like, all you like listen, right? Thank you for the donation, Duran. People that get like, what? Why are people moaning at me for trying to do something positive? Like, I'm not asking money for me. You have to pay your fighters, man. Like, I don't get what people's problems are. Like, look, he's a prime example. Look at Anthony Joshua. His net worth is £175 million, right? But he still gets sponsored. He probably doesn't even pay for anything. I'm not the big. When we get sponsored, do you think that money goes to me? No. If that money went to me, do you think I'd be sitting in my bedroom doing lives? I'd buy a studio. Everything goes to the fighters, man. You want to see the effort we're putting into it. You would like, honestly, if you had to come, if there's any documentary makers out there that actually want to come and do a documentary about Bareknuckle street fighting brawls and follow us around for the next few months, contact me. Because I actually want people to see what we're doing in the background, because it is hard work. Like, you wouldn't believe the team we've got. You know what? I'm so lucky to have the 4 lads behind me that I've got, because the amount of effort that them lads are putting in. We're all doing our bit. I'm spreading the awareness. I'm doing all the lives. I'm doing all the social media stuff. I'm matchmaking. Well, the other lads are matchmaking. I'm getting the sponsors in. The sponsor money doesn't go to me, man. Seriously, man. If you're paying fighters £250, £300 a fight, right? You think so? Right, here's the one for you. I'll just tell you this, because I'm not gonna lie. Right. Last week, 3 fights. Just say 3 fights, £250 each. How much is that? 250, 55, 50,000. That's £1,500, isn't it? That's £1,500. That's only 3 fights. So if you think that sponsor money goes to me, you're deluded, man. Get why you don't understand it. I don't get why you don't understand it. Thing is, right, this is another thing, guys, right? You've got all these people on YouTube, trolls, wanting to buy me a coffee. For what? What content are they making? Like, what are they actually doing? Are they going out getting fights and bringing good entertainment to YouTube? No, they're bullying people, because you're supplying them money to bully people. But none of it's going in my pocket. It's not. I swear down dead on my mother's life and my nana and my father, who I love dearly, not 1 penny goes in my pocket. I haven't made any profit whatsoever from Bareknuckle street fighting brawls, because I'm not bothered. All like, when you meet me, well, like, the fighters will tell you, man, I care more about the fighters. I care more about the fighters than I do myself, because I was a fighter myself, and I know what it takes to do it. So, Decca, how do I buy a coffee? You don't buy a coffee, mate. There's the link, the GoFundMe links at the top. Just donate £1. Like, I'm not saying to people donate hundreds of pounds, man. It's like there's 250 people on here now. Everyone put £1 in, that's 250 quid. That goes towards helping the fighters out. Get on James English podcast. I don't know whether James would have me on. If James English sees this, I'd love to come on, mate. I'd like to explain about all the trolling that I went through, because that was all lies. And I want to talk about this new Bareknuckle street fighting company. We've actually had interest from Europe. I can share these things, but I won't say too much. I've also spoke from someone from King of the Streets. And I've also I've been speaking to a millionaire. Well, the lads have been speaking to £1 million clothing company that are interested in sponsoring us. So that's all I can say for now. I'd rather say when the deals are done. And also, guys, I just want you to know the £1 million clothing company, they followed me, they know about the trolling. So if they get harassed, they're not bothered, they said. So ask James for this. Tell James I can come to him. I don't mind travelling to him, like. He's the biggest podcaster in Britain, isn't he? So probably one of them in the world as well. What happened with James was the trolls filled his head full of crap saying that I was a wrong one. Sending him all these. Listen, see in 2019, man, there was videos from 2017 with me with my length out, right? Me and this consenting adult were having, like, as you do, dirty phone sex and sending each other videos. So that was 2017. So when I started getting trolled in 2019, the birds put the videos to the trolls, and the trolls started posting them around saying that I was showing my length to, like, kids and stuff. But the only thing is, I actually had nude pictures of these birds. The only reason that I didn't post them up because these women have got kids, man. And I'm that much of a gentleman. I would not want their kids being bullied. So I took that into consideration, and for 4 years, I suffered mental abuse, and I got sectioned and nearly committed suicide over it. That farm food, get yourself away, man, you balm stick. I wouldn't say Joe Rogan would have me on, mate. I'm a nobody. Nobody even knows who I am, really, apart from people in this country. Listen, I just want to thank everyone for supporting us, man. You know what I mean? It means a lot, man. It means the world to me because, like, even a lot of the people that were against me have started, like, supporting it because, like, we are what we say on the tin, aren't we? It's bare knuckle street fighting. I mean, that video Jack made the other day, and you know what? I just want to say live here now, thank you to DC for the nice, kind video that he done. Respect, mate. There's no animosity or no hatred from me anymore. If you ever see in the street, bro, check it out as well. Nice little video from him, man. Totally respect that, you know what I mean? Top fighter, didn't he? Doing well. I hope he wins the title, man. As I said the other week, I'm backing him to win. Like, I hope he does. Just put the Carlisle on the map. Nah, listen, everyone get behind Danny and support him, man. He's fucking, you know what I mean? He's fighting for the title on BKFC. Not many people can say that. See, all the people in the comments that talk pure wet, you think you could do that? I don't think so. The man deserves respect. He's got my respect anyway. If I ever bump into him, I'll shake his hand. I've got no beef at all with him anymore whatsoever. So, like I say, I don't want to go through the rest of my life hating people and walking about having beef with people. There's no, listen, man, not a point at all. I'll shake his hand. If he doesn't want to shake mine, that's fair enough. But I'll always put my hand out to shake hands and let bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Source Networker, would you have a word with James, mate, and see if he'll take us on? So it's like with Dougie as well. I've got nothing against Dougie. I just, like, listen, I don't know if you've watched, but I think that Joe Kid's trying to stir the pot. Thing is, Joe, mug me off, mate, and you'll have a jaw on the side of your other face. You know what I mean? But see, with Dougie, I think Joe is stirring the pot. Listen, Dougie's entitled to his opinion. Same with Danny. Same with Jack Draper. They're all entitled to their opinion. You've got to remember, Dougie comes from a fighting background, right? So they've got to understand their rules and my rules are different. They're doing BKB. I'm doing bare knuckle street fighting brawls. So they're entitled to an opinion. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean they're jealous. They're just giving an opinion of what they think. They don't think I'm sitting here taking, or I'm getting mad about it. I'm not. They're giving an opinion. They're entitled to an opinion. But it's just a shame that I got kicked out of 3D Fight Club because, like I say, I could have made it work like I'm making this work. I've got loads of ideas. But it is what it is, isn't it? Listen, I just wish them the best of luck. Listen, I do not hate anybody's companies, right? I'm a person that'll sit here and say, listen, fair play to them, because I know what it takes to put the hard work in. And like you say, 3D Fight Club are doing a good job. They're getting top fighters on now, so fair play to them. You know yourself, guys, when you start a company, you can't expect it to just blow up after a week. It could take a year to like make it work, and they have. So fair play to them. I'm not hating on him. Know what I mean? But yeah. But like I say, if someone wants to put 10 grand in my pocket to have a fight, I'll fight anyone for 10 grand. Now I would, because I'm getting fit. But fighting men don't need training camps, man. Just turn up on the day and have a pagger, man. That's what all these boys are doing here. Joe, we saw you in person. Aye, me bother. Nah, well, 3D's getting like they are getting some good fighters. How many profiles have you got, Farm Foods, mate? Jesus Christ, bro. Farm Foods Car Park Brawls. What about, are you not going to make one called Aldi's Backyard Brawls or what? You turned down 10k. Did I? Because all you think I'm bothered about money. You don't. But this is right. There's a difference between an organised bare knuckle fight and a street fight. Right. This is bare knuckle street fighting brawls. No one's getting 8-week camps to fight. These lads are just turning up off the street and fighting. If you don't respect that, you'll never respect anything. Like ours. But no, but I get what Dougie was saying about like the fair play and stuff in a way. Like, Dougie, I'm not a bad fair player, man. What I'm doing is it's street fighting. So I'll tell you the rules, right? Because listen, I took on board what everyone was saying about the scrapyard, people banging their heads. I get it. So what did I go and do? We've put a cage up, we've put hay bales down, and we've put a soft mat down so when they fall, they don't bang their heads, right? So now, with these rules, you can hit them on the hay bales, because I know DC was on about, like, he was a little bit confused about the rules, so I'll say what I mean, Danny. When you're on the hay bales, you can lay into them, but as soon as your knee touches the floor, then I break it up. As you'll see in the heavyweight fight on FFM when it goes up, that was a barnstorm of 15 minutes. 2 19-stone men paggering for 15 minutes. Well, this Saturday, we've got 3 heavyweight fights. And guess what, guys? Stenton's fighting again. Remember Stenton and Dewey? Stenton's fighting again, but in the cage this time. And listen, I just want to say, I want to send my condolences to 2 people. First of all, to Ryan Collins, who fought on Saturday. I need to tell everybody this because Ryan Collins lost his grandfather on his way to the fight. His granddad died halfway down to the fight, and you know what he done? He turned up and fought. So big respect, Ryan. And also Stenton called me last night. He just lost his little baby, 11 weeks old. So he contacted me, he says, Decca, I need to fight. So my condolences go to Stenton and his missus for losing the little baby. But this is what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm giving the lads a positive outlook. All these boys are suffering mental health, man. What I'm doing is, right, you've got to remember this, guys, right? See if you've got, and tell us if I'm wrong. Tell us if I'm wrong. You know, well, listen, a lot of you have probably got mental health problems, right? See when you've got mental health problems, see when you have something to look forward to, it makes you buzz. You get like a little buzz. It gives you like a lift, and that's what I'm trying to do with these lads, man. I'm trying to give them a little something to look forward to, man. You know, like I'm not trying to be a father figure, but I'm trying to be a bit of a mentor to them. Like, you know what I mean? Put your arm around them and give them a bit of positive love, man. That's what they want. That's what lads want. Especially men that haven't got a father figure in their life. Put your arm around them and tell them, you know what I mean? Give them some love. And that's what they need. Young lads need a father figure, a man to say, you know what, mate, you can do something in your life, that you don't need negativity. But yeah, big shout to for Stenton wanting to come on and fight after losing his little baby. So my best, him and his missus are good people, nice couple they are. Don't even get dark yet. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm blabbering on here and I'm forgetting the sponsors. As you'll see across the stream, guys, our sponsors are ST Frenchies. Now, ST Frenchies, click in the description box if you want to put your name down for little Frenchies, the little dogs. Put your name down, but they won't sell them to any Tom, Dick, and Harry because they've got all the paperwork. They're a proper Frenchy breeding people, and they're sponsoring us. Also, I want people to go to this SE04 tradesman in the description. If you've got a website like me, if you've got a website, contact them and you pay them a fee and they push it out for you. So you know when you go on Google and you type it in, it comes to the top of the. You know, if you know anything about algorithms, it comes to the top. So they help you push your stuff out. Also, our Lee Hornsby plastering. Well, Lee Hornsby is now part of Bareknuckle Street Fighting Brawls. He's actually part of the team, but he's sponsoring us with his plastering company. He's a good man as well, top bloke. So thank you, Lee. And FFM, guys. You know what FFM is? Listen, I know there's loads of birds on there. It's not a porn site. I know there's loads of Filipino birds on there. So for all the boys that like a bit of women, get yourself on there. But it's not. People might see it a little bit sleazy, but I'm not concentrating on that. I'm on there to build this brand, and also the FFM. No one takes our videos down. It's a freedom of speech platform. So what we do is we give fights for free, but we also charge people £1 to see some fights. And I think that's fair. And you know what? Thank you for all the people purchasing them, because you know what? It gives us. It's putting us in a position to actually pay the fighters. You've got to remember, when we're having 4 fights in a day, it's costing us over £1,000, man. Do you know what I mean? So the sponsors help, and your help with the purchases of the fights on FFM. Can you explain what FFM is and what they do? Right, FFM is a content creator platform, a bit like YouTube. So what you do is, if you click on it, go and click on my thing now in the link, BK Street Fighting Brawls. You can actually create your own content on there and charge people and make a profit and make a living. Depending on what content you put out. If you put good content out, you will get good feedback, mate. Thank you, darling Leslie. Give us a text, Leslie, anyway. I haven't heard from you for a while. But nah, like I say, it's spot on, you know what I mean? But that's what it is. So if you want to, like, all the YouTubers, all you YouTube boys, like DC and all the podcasters and that, get yourselves on that FFM, lads, honestly, man. Because you've got good content. If you can do your lives on there, you can charge people. How much does FFM take off you? It takes 28%, mate. So just say we charge £1 for a fight, we get 72 pence. It adds up, like, it adds up. But listen, I'm not going to overcharge you people. Like, I would not mug it off at all. like 9.99 and 9 and all. Man, Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, is it? What I was going to say as well, guys, if you become a member of my channel for $12.99 a month on level 4, click join, you get all the fights and you get all the some of the backstage stuff that we're going to be putting up as funny as hell. Me in the car talking crap, having a bit of banter with the lads in the pub. I don't know if Josh will be putting the bit where Tank and Ben at the end of the fight are lying together on the floor at the pub. It's funny as hell, man. We've got some because what we do is we have the cameras rolling right to the full day. But we've also now just got a full-time cameraman, documentary maker on board. So on Saturday, you'll see me with my cap on, with my GoPro on my cap. I'm going to be wearing a GoPro camera. So you'll get all the, so on a live stream, you'll actually get to see the close-up punches. What about that, guys, eh? Thank you, Yorkshire Wheels, for becoming an ender, mate. $12.99, you get everything, guys. If you get $12.99 on this channel, you get absolutely everything. You get everything. You get all the stuff that the people don't get on FFM and on the normal YouTube. But you get the fight for free on YouTube, obviously. Do us a favour, guys. Wait for 1 minute while I go for a piss. I'm busting. Thank you for waiting, guys. Sorry about that. I think that new medication for me is working. Like that sertraline started kicking in now. Starting to feel the benefits of it. I'm having more good days than bad now. Like so. But do you know when the Tank? Do you know when the Tank versus Ben is going up in members? That I think it either tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, mate. What a fight, man! What a fight! But anyways, guys, I've got some. Like, well, I forgot to tell you. So you're gonna get to see Harry Naylor. He is one tasty boy. I don't know if you've been on the Facebook where everybody says that he's a tasty fella. So Harry Naylor's going live tomorrow for free. And guess what? I'm streaming Ben Waddington's live against Big. How tall are you, Dean? He's fighting Dean Williams on Saturday. I'm streaming it live for you for free on YouTube. Thing is with Ben, though, he never gives up, eh? What a heart of a lion. And see Tank. Oh, Tank, honestly, I've just unearthed a new talent. Where am I located, mate? Carlisle, Cumbria. Thank you, Leslie. You've been with me from day one, mate. Decca, I emailed you twice this week, bro. Check your emails in case you get it. What do you come up, mate? Wait there, Sauce. Which one did you email, bro? Thing is, if I go on James, it shows. Well, I'll take all my paperwork for him so you can see that I'm not a wrong one. Was it the Decca Reloaded day? Sauce. Tell you what, I've been getting loads of abuse on my emails. Honestly, the trolls are absolutely hammering me at the minute. Thank you, Andrew, for the £5 donation, mate. Really appreciate that, bro. Oh, daddy. Not being funny, but I don't know, I've get a lot of grief, man. You wanna see the GoFundMe, all the people writing the abuse in it, man. Even Dave Courtney's followed us on fans follow me. Cheers, Dave. What I'll do, guys, I'm gonna put the links now to the FFM. Messaged you last week about them. And Bill Cove, Bill, I've still got your bank details, you know. Rob Kirkwood, that's funny as well. Let's have a look. I went to the doctors. The receptionist says, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "My cock." She said, "I can't say you." And I said, "Okay, it's my E. I can't." Crackers, man. Sally! I'm having a look, darling, at the email that he said he emailed me. He said he emailed me. Thank you to become at the members club, mate. I'll put the link up now, Pino. Tell you what, I'm buzzing. You know, we've got nearly 500 subscribers on FFM already, man. Thank you for all the people subscribing to us. Flag them emails. You're gonna see the amount of abuse I'm getting, man. I swear to God, I'm not gonna name and shame people. If I had to put the amount of abuse I get, wait to read this email out. I'll read this email out to you now. Wait on. Right, here's the link. Right there. Right, here's the link for fans follow me. Just click on it and subscribe if you want to pay for the fight. Decca, it was under John Doe. I thought you were a troll, mate. Write it again, bro. Why is the GoFundMe for wages? Because when we put fights on, mate, it's costing us over £1,000 a time. And I'm not a millionaire, bro. I'm not loaded. All the monies from the sponsors and the GoFundMe goes towards the fighters, mate. We've only got £45 in the GoFundMe. Right, wait to read this email to you. Decca Heggie, you wrong'un. I hope you go and hang yourself. Here's another one. Slit your wrists, you dirty beast. Decca Heggie, I'm gonna burn your house down. I get them every day. Does it bother me? Nah. Not really. Bit harsh, like, isn't it? But is what it is. Right, here we go, guys. Right, there's the GoFundMe. If you want to donate to it, guys, you can. It's up to you. Listen, I'm not begging. I just want the fighters to get paid. Joe Kid will do you, Decca. Your opinions vary, doesn't they? Aye, mate. Listen, I don't want sympathy off people. I get it every day, but you want to see the amount of abuse, man. I've got now here saved up 100 emails. I don't take them to the police because what's the point? Thing is, though, I've got someone that can get IP addresses. There's an old lad that can actually hack through their VPN. You know, when people use the VPN to say that they're in a foreign country, you can get past that. Can set up an app website thing where you use name and you get all the money treatment. It's a bit steep. Well, I have considered doing our own website, but to be honest with you, because we've promoted FFM that much and the sponsoring us, mate, so it's the least we can do. They actually came on board when nobody did at the start, so they're kind of helping us out big time. Do you know what I mean? Don't get us wrong, like, I've had to invest my own money in this, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Do you know what I mean? Do it name and shame them. If you think about it, half of the profiles are fake, you know, like fake names, but one of them's actually left his name by mistake. I don't know if he's done it by mistake or on purpose. One of them's Karma Corner. Are you feeling good, Sally Love? How many tickets have been sold for Saturday? 75 at the minute, mate. I resent under John. Send us a message again, Source Networker, bro. Please, can you explain why your GoFundMe's paying wages for the fighters? I'm confused. Mate, I've just explained, man. Right. I'll tell you why. Because I'm not a rich man. Right? This fight company is on a budget. Okay? We pay the fighters £200-300 quid. Okay? 4 fights adds up to £1,500. Where's that £1,500 coming from? Sponsors, out my own pocket, and the GoFundMe money. I don't see a penny, man. I don't see any profit at all. You got to remember, when you're starting something, you're not going to make profit for the first half a year. But I know that. Like I'm not delusional. Do you know what I mean? I know that. But I'm not. Listen, I'm not asked about money, man. I'm not bothered about the profit. What I'm bothered about is creating something from scratch and making it a success. So to give people entertainment on YouTube. Thank you, mate. Decca, have you ever shouted mid bare knuckle fight? Ever what? Ever shouted? What's that mean, bro? We're traveling all over the country with it. Tomorrow, when we go live tomorrow, but that's in a different location. We don't really like saying the locations, but the thing is, we're not bothered anymore, because if people turn up, there's a firm of lads there ready to go anyway. So the only reason we've got a firm is so that nobody kicks off. But you do need back. I mean, I'm one man. I can't fight 20 men, can I? I get my face smashed to death. Fair enough, one-on-one, but you're not getting one-on-one with some of these people that come team-handed. So we've got a team ready to go. Farm Foods, how many profiles have you got? I've just blocked 5 of them. Have you got? Yeah, we've got security now at the places. So listen, if anybody wants a ticket to come tomorrow, I'll privately send you the postcode. It's in the Yorkshire area. But I'll tell you what to message me on. I think it's going to be in a gym, I think, or maybe maybe getting a tent, you know, in case it rains. I'll put my Instagram in here now, guys. Just so you know where to message if you want a ticket. You can either have a ticket for tomorrow or for Saturday in Rotherham. Guess what? In Rotherham, that was crazy, man. The police were watching it, because obviously we're on private land. So the police were watching it at the gate, and they were sweet. As long as we had the ring and the medics and the floor was safe, they were all right with it. What they says was they would rather people settle disputes with the fists than get stabbed or shot. Because the thing is, with Bareknuckle, it's a grey area. But I think that a lot of the police are fans of the fighting sport. But wait there, guys. Sorry about being rude here. I'm just trying to get this Instagram for you to message, so you can contact us for tickets. Thank you for the 90p donation, mate. I don't disclose location, but to be honest with you, I'm not asked, because we've got 20 lads now. We've got a firm of lads. security lads, that are 20 of them, all handy fellas as well. So nobody be causing trouble anyway. Doesn't mean that I'm not a shit house. You need protection, because people will turn up in groups to come team-handed. Tell you what, Dean Williams, you look some size, you, bro. How tall are you, Dean? Big fella, like. Big fella. Total respect as well, bro, for stepping forward, mate. Right, he is... Right there. So, right here. Right, this is the answer. If you want to get tickets for tomorrow or Saturday, message this. Thanks. I want to sign up, but worried about the shirt. I don't know what you're talking about. What does that mean? Sharting? What's sharting, man? Right, message this one, guys. Backyard Street Fighting Brawls Instagram. Do you get patted down by security, mate? Yeah. Nobody's allowed to film the fights. If you get caught with your phone out, you get kicked out. Can people smoke weed on site? Do what you want, mate. But listen, I'm telling you now, this is a warning to everybody. Anyone brings drugs on site, you're getting kicked off. I don't want nothing to do with that shit on our platforms. And here's another one. I don't want any of my team taking it. If any of my team taking it, you get a backhanded and you get chest. No, I don't want any drugs on site. I'm telling you now. And you get searched before you come in. So before you turn up, leave your fucking Colombian pure at home. Don't be bringing that crap on site. I'm telling you now. Can you have a pint? Of course you can, bro. I'm just setting the standards, mate. I'm not into. People keep saying that I take the coke. Still, I don't, man. I haven't touched it for years, man. I wouldn't. What's the point in taking it? It fucks your head up. Makes your head go west. Like, it's all right at the time when you're having a sesh with the lads, but I'll wake up suicidal the next day, man. What's the point? Also, guys, if you want to watch, I'm going to put the playlist to our fights. If you haven't seen all of them, here's the playlist on YouTube. Just click on it, guys, and you... Oh, fucking hell, man. See if it works first. Aye. I use the playlist, guys, for the right there. I'm not being rude, guys. What I'm doing is I'm trying to find the stuff to put in here, so it makes it easy for people to find it. There we go. There's the Street Fighting Brawls playlist. Click on it if you want to watch our fan. Just on there, Decca, our bird, is a fan of yours. We have watched your better watch on YouTube. He wants to be like you. What's his name, mate? What's his name, bro? Nigel. I'll give him a little shout out, man. Wouldn't want to be like me, bro. I'm a Doyle. I'm an absolute tapped in the head. One too good. Freeland, you're going, mate. You're talking absolute filth, man. What's the point? Are you allowed to bring a little bit of brown to the fight? Well, no, not really. Bring that fight on fight, mate. You get your jaw broke. First aid personnel. Yeah, we've got first aid now. And we've got a fully qualified medic. So I took all the advice. I know when DC made the first video about the see, when it comes from proper fighting men, you take advice because they know. Because, I mean, especially when you're fighting on BKFC, the biggest bare knuckle company in the world, and when Jack Draper and that, when they're giving advice, you take it on board because they know, because they're part of the biggest company in the world. So when people are giving you advice, instead of taking it as criticism, take it as a positive that they're giving you advice, you know what I mean? Just to be honest with you, man. Decca, I am a trained medic in uniform as well. I'd be happy. Well, just listen, all medics should be welcome, man. Just message me on my Instagram. Bareknuckle Street Fighting Brawls. Decca, do you think I could bring him down to the fights to watch? Of course you can. Of course you can, mate. The thing is, I tell you what I am looking for as well, all these top bare knuckle fighters, I'll pay you to come down and do like guest refereeing for us. You know, because I don't want to make it all about me. I want people to get involved that are like big in the bare knuckle world, just to come down and like meet the lads, have a crack, and good, you'll be respected because obviously people respect you when they see your fights on YouTube and stuff. Listen, if BKFC want me on there, mate, I'd be happy to go on. I just want to prove myself against the best in the world. Win, lose, or draw. Do you know what I mean? That's why you got to respect the likes of DC and Jack Draper and that. They're fighting the best in the world. I appreciated that living in Banbury, mate. Watch your kid at all times. Why is that like? She thinks I'm a wrong one, probably. Yeah, he's a troll, Nigel. One of my sons is a current BKFC fighter. Who is it, Sauce? And listen, anyone can come down, but you just got to contact me to get a ticket. Listen, I'm not saying I'm not the best fighter. There's a lot better fighters than me. But what I do, I bring numbers. Well, look at the fight that me and DC had, 2.7 million on Facebook. You know what I mean? And then with Dean, I got there was 70,000 watching it live, and it ended up getting like over 1 million views. But what we're doing now is what we're doing now with YouTube is, if we're not gonna listen, people are welcome to take our content now because I've brought a professional on board. So if people use our content, the revenue goes to us. So if you want to take our content and build your channel off it, you can, but you got to remember the monetization will go to us. It'll be registered to us. 3 million views the Dean fight had I. Well, I'm losing weight now. I'm 16 stone. I'm back to 16 stone dead on. I'm going to try and get down a fight. The last time I fought 15.5 stone, I was 16 stone against Dean, but I reckon I'll be a lot faster and more fitter when I'm 15.5 stone. Decca, you get some right balloons scrapping on, saying crap. King of the Streets don't charge to watch because they're run by people that are millionaires, man. Well, they've got 1 million followers, they've got 1 million subs, they're making 50, 60 grand a month. I've only got 14,000 subs, mate. How am I supposed to pay the fighters? What are you talking about, you imbecile? Don't know what you mean, man. If I had 1 million subs, do you think I'd be charging people to watch the fights? They'd be getting them for free. It's not just that, though. I done a video yesterday. I done a live stream, and the trolls put privacy complaints in on it. It got age restricted, and I was only doing a live. I didn't even swear. But I'm not bothered because we're putting our content on other platforms anyway. We put the fight on. We put all the fights on here, but the trolls keep targeting them, so they're just spoiling it for you lot. How would Sam Birches go on you? Sam, is that the rugby player? Tell him. Listen. Tell him. He's a hard fella. Tell him to contact us. We're in touch about getting some tickets to bring our band down. Send us your number on email then, Nigel. I'll ring you. How tall are you, Decca? 5'11", mate. 5'11". I'm in good shape, like, but I've let myself go the past couple of weeks. You know, like eating doner wraps and all that. How do you buy a coffee? You don't. You donate in the GoFundMe in the link. Listen, you don't. Listen. You don't have to put money. Like I'm not asking you. I'm not putting a gun to your head and telling you that you've got to put GoFundMe, and you don't need to. Just don't take the mick. You know what I mean? Haters, man. It's not for me. It's not my money. It's for the fighters, man. You ask all the fighters who get paid. If they don't, every time one of them fighters turns up, they get paid before the fight. Every time. We've never failed a fighter once yet. And the lads in here, the fighters that have fought for me will back me up on that. That's what I mean, mate. It's not cheap. But we have actually got a big, massive company interested in us. So if that comes off, then no one will be getting charged for fights. It'll be all for free. To be honest with you, I know everyone complains about my rules, but what about King of the Streets getting his ear bitten off? People complain about mine because you can headbutt. Can you make me a member? I can, Bilko. You've sent us your bank details, haven't you? I wouldn't read them out. What I'll do is, mate, I'll put 35 bar in your account, and you'll get the $12.99 membership for 3 months. All right, bro. Ah, no, I said I wouldn't. I will. 100%, man. Bareknuckle Street Fighting Bulls, keep working on your version of fair fighting, be a role model. Thank you, mate. That's Sauce. Are you going to email off that John Doak out again, bro? Now I know it's you. I didn't even know who it was. If James English wants us on, tell him that I'll be willing to travel. He'll need 39i. Thank you, Bilko. Told you I'm genuine, man. People support us. It's the least I can do. I haven't got loads of money, but if I've got some, I'll help people out. You know what I mean? I just don't know why people begrudge someone trying to do well in life. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not. The thing is with me, right? I'm not. How do you get paid from fighting on your platform? You turn up to fight and you get paid with an envelope, mate. People ask too many personal questions. You know what I mean? Bottom line is, you turn up, you get paid. I don't know why people begrudge people doing well, like trying to do something. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm trying my hardest to make it work in the best way possible. And if charging people £1 to watch some of my fights, 1,000 people buy that. 300 goes to the website, 700 goes to us. We can pay some of the fighters, but a lot of people, loads of people aren't buying the fight on FFM, but people are becoming. If you become a member to the channel, $12.99 a month, you get everything. But I would like people to go over to FFM and buy the third fight with Jake Merchant and Ben Muddington, because it kind of helps us out a little bit, because we are putting another 2 fights on there this week. But tomorrow I'm live streaming a fight, and Saturday I'm live streaming a heavyweight fight, and there's going to be 100 people there on Saturday, so it'll be good crack. Also, guys, you can follow me. Does it have to be money? Can it be a ring? What do you mean, bro? Now, we haven't registered as a company yet, because we're not making. You've got to make so much to register as a company. But we are going to be. We're doing everything, mate. We're going to be a company. We're not going to be a limited company. Decca, what's your email? I'm going to email now. Decca, wait on, mate. I'll put it in the comments. There you go, mate. Just email me, bro. I can only make. I can't, mate. I have to go to the bank and transfer the money for you, because I can't. I don't know how to do it. If I knew how to do it, I'd just make it. I'd just put you the full membership on here now. And I'll tell you what I'll do, Bill. I'll try and find out, because I'm speaking to a guy that's coming on board, a social media guy. I'll ask him if I can do it, and I'll do it that way. Aye, but we're not. The thing is, Chuck, we're going to register as a company, but not just yet. What we're trying to do is we're building all the foundations first, then doing it. Aye, good idea, that sauce. Also, guys, Bareknuckle Street Fight Brawls, the first ever 10-man Royal Rumble on the 1st of May. That's another one that's going to be live streamed for free on YouTube and Facebook. What it is I'll tell you the crack. It's 10 men, 10 hard men are all going to fight against each other. If you get knocked out, or you put your hand up and give best, you're out, you step to the side. The last man standing wins £500. And I know, yes, £500 isn't that much money, but it is to lads off the street on council estates that don't work. Do you know what I mean? No, the 10-man Royal Rumble, it's street fight rules. So you can grapple, you can headbutt, you can punch. But there's no kicking. No kicking. James English didn't take my podcast down because you've done police checks. You can get police checks on me, man. I'm clean as a whistle. My convictions list all over YouTube, you absolute pure turd bag. Dickhead. You took the podcast down because you believe what the trolls were saying about us. That's why. I can ask people a question watching this. If I was a danger to children, right, do you honestly think I'd be allowed around all my nieces and nephews? Do you think I'd be able to go and do talks in schools and stuff about mental health if I was a danger? No, but truthfully, guys, right, come on, you've probably got kids. If I was a danger, would I be allowed around my nieces and nephews every day? So you're telling me social services wouldn't be involved? Look at my conviction list. What? I got done for sexual assault for slapping a bird's ass and propositioning her for sex. Right? I was 22-year-old. They're still bringing that up now, and I'm 39. And I got done for racism. But I called him a prick. I didn't call him a pa. I called him a prick. But when you go against people like that, the court normally go with the other guy. So I've got no skeletons in my closet, man. 17 years ago, slapped the bird's ass in a nightclub full of yayo. Randy is out and just says, well, I knew the bird from the gym. I knew her from the gym. And she's trying to say that she still suffers today from it. From what? Flirting with us in the gym. Behind your boyfriend's back, and then when I see you in a nightclub and slap your ass and ask you if you want it, then you go running to the police because your boyfriend was there that night with you. I no problem, doll. Listen, anybody can go on the register right now. Go on the register, type in Decca Heggie, see who's ever been on it. Not a chance. Go and Google my name now, Decca Heggie. Go and Google my name, Derek Gordon Heggie. Nothing comes up apart from trolls. Sent you 2 emails right there, Nigel. Someone just rang me there, but I don't know the number. Pardon me. John Doe. I've got it, mate. Thank you. Fighters Hive. Should I give you a bell when I come off here, mate? I'll give you the bell. You've just got it, mate, there. How you doing, Pit Boy, mate? Thank you, Wade, for donating £10, mate. Comes up. Here's a one. I'll read this message. Wait on. Oh, I'm looking for a fight, Decca. Hook me up. Who's that from? Penny Body from Outlook. Wait on. I'm not. Listen, you. Honest to God, right? I'll be honest. I haven't changed my number. I got 7 phone calls last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? All these trolls say that I'm on that. Yeah, I'm the one in bed getting early nights from a training, and these are the ones sending abusive messages on WhatsApp at 3:30 in the morning calling us a Jimmy Savile case. Who's the ones on that? If you're sitting up till 3 in the morning doing that, if you're sitting up till 3 in the morning, you're obviously on something. I got your email. Nigel, what's yours coming under, mate? Nah, I haven't got it. Wait on, Nigel. I'll check the spam. Nah. What you coming under, Nigel? I just want to say thank you to Wade for donating £10 there, mate. And thank you to Andrew for donating £5 to the GoFundMe. It's in the link at the top, guys. Just donate what you can. £2, even a quid, 50 pence, whatever. I was up at 5 o'clock the other day, 5 in the morning, done a 3.5 mile run. To be honest with you, I thought I was dead unfit, but I'm not. But I don't know if any of you have seen my fights. Normally when I fight, I always wear my opponents down. I'll let them kind of like fire what they've got, and then I can kind of adapt to the fight. I adapt. When's the next fight on Decca? Tomorrow night, bro, at 6 o'clock. And my hardest fight was against DC. Some pag of that though, wasn't it? I'll be honest with you, I did underestimate him, like. Big mistake. What it was, the shot. People keep going on about, oh, it was a head clash that split my head. No, it wasn't. He caught us with a straight right and a left hook. That hook ripped my head open. The straight right and a left hook, not a head clash. Fair draw. It was a fair for the draw. I wouldn't claim the victory from the fight. It was a good fight. Hard man in need of it. End of the day, that's why the thing is, you get all these gobshites on here talking crap saying they'll turn up to fight. Who's the only people that's actually had a fight on YouTube? You know what I mean? And you got to give you respect. I know, like me and Dean don't get him, but you got to respect him as well because he turned up to fight. I would say Dean would have been better if he was fitter. But at the end of the day, when you've got 4 months to get fit. But a phone call, wait on. How we doing, bro? I'm just sitting live on YouTube right now. Just click or go on the YouTube channel and just click on the live now. Okay. Coming on, like. I'll send him the link now. Wait, I've got a couple of lads coming on. Part of the team, boys. Might get out and do a 5-mile run after this anyway. You want us to do a live tonight or not? StreamYard. Wait on. Yeah, tonight. Tell you who I'd love to get on here. I'd love to get DC and the likes of Jack Draper and them on, and Paul Venice. I want to start getting like proper fighting men on, you know, like to get their opinions of Bareknuckle street fighting brawls, also ask them about their fighting careers and like how they feel, like the confidence in them and stuff. And because I'd go on their channels as well to help boost theirs. And not that they need boosting, like, because they've got more subscribers than me, but I just mean, like, to be fair. Right, here we go. Gotta have Wi-Fi when you come on these lives, though. Imagine that, though. Imagine, like, if me and DC had done a live, like a proper gentleman live and had a proper chat. I think it'd probably pull in big numbers, wouldn't it? Heggie, you should fight on BKFC. Yeah, on. Andy.
Decca.
How are you doing, son?
Surviving, how are you, mate?
I'm just going to introduce you guys. This is Andy, who is a massive part of Bareknuckle Street Fighting Brawls.
Just want to say hello, guys, and I hope you're excited for tomorrow. Just with the man himself, Mr. Leon Miller. He's here with me, guys. We're trying to eat some dinner, but we're busy organising everything, as you can see, Deckers, you know.
Well, I was telling everybody the amount of work you and Lee have put in for this has been absolutely amazing, mate.
Well, end of the day, mate, like, look at what you're doing yourself. Look at what we're bringing to the community. Like Lee once said in his live video, boys, guns up, knives down. That's a big part of our story here to become a Bareknuckle Street Fighting Brawls. We are planning. We want the lads off the street behaving. We don't want them in pubs on a weekend, causing damage, getting arrested and that. That's a big part of our game, what we're trying to bring here, guys. Do you know how it is, Decca, mate? Turning enemies into friends, boys. That's what we're trying to do.
I was going to ask Lee as well if he could get in contact with Andy's club, if we could send his logo and put it on our lives, and because we're going to raise 10% of all event money for Andy's club.
Turn this up. I can't hear you, mate.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, mate.
Could you do us a favour? Could you get, Andy's mental health club?
Yep.
Could you ask him if he could send you his logo and we'll stick it on here and promote him? And because we're going to raise 10% of all events to the mental health there.
I'll get on that straight away, mate. Yeah.
What it is, because you haven't got Wi-Fi, it's just a little bit slow, guys.
Yeah, we're a bit slow. We're just travelling around, mate. Just sorting out location for tomorrow.
How's the location looking?
It's looking good, mate. Yeah, it's looking good. Promising. Everything's in order. So I've sent some pictures and videos to the group anyway for you to have a look at to see your thoughts. But I know it'll be alright.
Do you know something, lads?
I'm going to pass you back to Andy, mate, because signal's a bit shit, and I'm just trying to
go on, then.
Get out to sort this. Look after yourself, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Guys, I hope you're all bang on. Excited, Decca. We're excited, mate.
I know, mate. Listen, I can't thank you enough for what you're doing, eh?
Well, end of the day, mate. There's a big project here for us all, and we can all go a long way and bring some of these lads off the street that haven't had good starts in life and are making the wrong decisions. And we can help them make the right decisions and all push ourselves and exceed in life, can't we?
Am I okay to push all the lads in here wanting to plug your social medias, Andy? Do they need to contact you through Messenger if they're wanting tickets for the event and stuff?
Yeah, guys, contact me through Messenger. We only have just short of 10 tickets left for tomorrow night, guys. So contact me or Lee Hornby on Facebook and get us for the last 10 tickets, guys, because it's going to be good tomorrow night. It's going to be tasty.
How many we sold for tomorrow? Because it's only a small event.
Altogether, we're capping it at 50, Decca. 40 have already gone. And there's 40, most of them are coming from Scarborough.
Well, I've just sold. I've got another 3 sold there, lads. Anyway.
You what, mate?
I've just sold another 3 there.
Yeah.
Can we be able to fit more than 50 in or not?
You what, buddy?
We'll be able to fit more than 50 in or not?
Yeah, we will be able to fit more than 50 in, I reckon.
If we get more people wanting to come tomorrow, we might as well just get as many as we can.
Right, I tell you what, we want everyone in and out as fast as we possibly can. But I will speak to you, Decca, within the next hour, and we will go from there, mate, and then we will promote and let everybody know the score properly. But the event is 1,000% going ahead tomorrow, guys. So I hope you're all excited, and we're here and ready. Pull left here.
What we're going to do, Andy, right? What we're going to do is tell everybody, the ones that come and watch, we'll all go to the pub after and have a game of pool and a bit of banter and stuff.
Turn round, boys. Guys, the ones that come on board... Yeah, turn round. The ones that come on board with us, guys, like, this is a big thing. It's the start of a journey for us all. And let's do it. Like, let's get this show properly on the road, Decca.
Love you, boys. And listen, what I'm doing is as well, Andy, I'm telling everybody we're going to start selling merchandise, vests, caps, T-shirts.
Yeah, merchandise is the way forward. Guys, we are out here building a brand. We're not just here. We are the groups, right here, boys. We are a group of people that are wanting to bring better to the community and give lads an opportunity.
Yeah, so do us a favour, Andy. Will you get Lee to contact Andy's mental health club so I can get his logo put on here?
Yeah, not a problem, lads. Decca, I'm going to have to show
all right,
10
son.
seconds, buddy. Because I'm on with organisation for us all, but I'll speak to you in the next hour. Guys, cannot wait to see you tomorrow.
Contact him if you want tickets on his messenger, guys, okay? One of the lads is saying here, Andy, one of the lads is saying here, create a knuckle duster as a prize.
Yeah. Speak soon, lads.
All right, son.
All the best.
Good lads, guys. Do you know what? Do you know what? If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be getting as far as we can, because them lads are absolute workaholics. Andy's Man's Club. Yeah, that's where I go. Do us a favour, Sean. Can you get in touch with him? Tell him to email me, and I want to promote his mental health. And all 10% of all earnings from the events are going to go to Andy's Man's Club. So what we need is I'll need his details, his bank details, to transfer the money into his account. Nice. Let's have a look. The thing is, guys, mental health's a big part of all of us, you know what I mean? And the thing is, it's like with the GoFundMe as well. It'll go towards the fighters, but all the event money, 10% of that's going to... So you say what? You make £1,000. What's 10%? 100 quid goes to Andy's Man's Club. You do... We're looking at doing an event every single week. We're looking at putting out about 8 fights a week, right? So if we put out 8 fights a week, right, if you think about it, the money you're going to create for charity, but I also want the mental health to come down to the events as well, because I want the people to be inspired by some of the lads, and, you know, everyone that suffers mental health, it's a massive part. You know what I mean? It's a massive part of it. Where's this one at mate Dean? Oh, this is tomorrow. It's in near Scarborough, bro. Decca Heggie sold 75 tickets for Saturday. That's it. Yeah, that's what I mean. We can pay the fighters with that. But what I want to do is, though, you've got to remember, we'll pay the fighters, then 10% goes to the mental health charity as well. So for me, I'm one of these, right? I'm pure OCD. Pay fighters, pay mental health, pay your medics, and then you've got what you need. Okay, but for me, you've got to pay all your outgoings first. I don't think people understand that. Your outgoings is important. Your fighters come first, then your medics, and equally with that is your mental health charity as well. But listen, guys, we're looking. Like I say, there we go. Go and subscribe to the Battle Between Angels and Demons, please. Magic Man just posted it. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to do a mental health video in a minute. I'd really appreciate it if we can push that channel. Dagba, yes, there is plans to go down south. We're also planning on going over to Serbia in Europe. But like I said, I can't say much yet. I'm not going to chat dribble and say something and then it not come off, but we're 60% there. I want to do a collaboration with King of the Streets, but I don't want to be doing that. I need to speak to him about it, because I'm not into the eye gouging and stuff there. I don't want to be people getting maimed for life and stuff, especially when we've got kids to go home to. Decca disputes on YouTube panel chats. You could cherry pick that lot, see if they're about will turn out. Listen, guys, if you want us to come down and put events on in London, I'd happily do that. We just need like a location. We need the fighters to come forward that want to fight. Anywhere really. Love to see big Ben Waddington. Who's Big Dave? Decca, they are disputes going on YouTube panel chats. You could cherry pick that lot. See if any of the ballers who would turn out. What does that mean, Great? There's disputes. What about? I'll check the email, Nigel. Don't worry, mate. You're on my case big time. Plenty of locations in London. What we're doing, guys, we're getting it all legalised as well. So we're getting it we're going to put it into a business. And we're also getting fully qualified medics, getting all the liability and all that, everything in place. As a right down to earth from the top. Thank you, Super Mags. Just reminding you, bros, you're the busy one. Nah, I'm not busy today, bro. I'm going to do a 5 mile run at what time is it now? I'm going to do a 5 mile at 5 o'clock. Do the run. Ardmore are still around South East London. Do none of you agree with me that the further up north you travel, there's harder men, or do you think that's a myth? Also, guys, if anybody, maybe could you living in Banbury? Do us a favour, bro. Email us, mate, and send us your number so I can have a crack with you. Decca, where's the toughest men? In my opinion, Newcastle. There's a lad called, I'm really good friends with a lad called Joe Calbootin. Animal. Next hardest man in Newcastle for me. Mickey Tyrrell's a good hard man. Michael Ferry. Who else? There's loads, isn't there? There's loads. Whitehaven, the Thompson brothers, they're hard men. Choco, back in his day, older fella. Robbo, David Robinson from Working was a hard man in his day. There's loads, isn't there? I'd love it. You know what? See, when I look back now, I'd love to have met Lee Duffy, like. Ever heard of Malcolm Price from Merry? You didn't know, yeah. I've heard of the name, Benjamin I. Tell you who's supposed to have been a hard man, is it right? Is it Francis? He used to be a traveller. Henry Francis, was he a hard man? Get a lot of travelling men are hard men, like, but they're bred to fight, aren't they? They're born and bred to fight. Bartley Gorman, Richie Horsley, very hard man from Hartlepool. Who else? Have you ever heard of a guy from down in called, is it Kevin Houston? Was he Birmingham? Was he meant to have been a very hard man? Aye, Paul Sykes, obviously a hard man. Kevin Houston, anyone heard of him? Paul Woods from Rugby League, I've heard of his, aye. Paul Dennis, hard man, very hard man. There's another lad from Middlesbrough called Liam Hartley. He's supposed to be a very hard man as well. They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. Like I say, look at Paul Venice, pure gentleman. Doesn't never said a bad word about anybody. Comes on. You know what I like about Paul? He can be vulnerable, open up about his mental health problems, and that's big respect for me. I can, to be honest with you, but he'd take some beating him, man. Seeing the size of him, and he's good, and he's a pure knockout merchant in the K1. He'd be very hard, but he'd be a hard man to beat. You heard of Fred first name, right? Said. A lot of hard men don't make pro boxers because of the criminal records, man. Well, look at what happened to Sykes. You know what I mean? Michael Bisping was tough, like. On 100%, he's mixed martial arts. Admitted he would do knuckle, and I reckon. Who you talking about there? Not neighbourhood. Hard man everywhere. A lot of hard lads in Carlisle that a lot of people don't talk about. But no, listen, guys, I appreciate the support. Like I say, just donate, guys, to the GoFundMe. Also, subscribe to our FFM. And if you want to become a member, you know what, guys, we've got 95 members now. But if you want to see all the fights and all the backstage shenanigans, stupidity, then become a member. Right, I've got emails here. New message from Diet Chips. The amount of abuse I'm getting on this GoFundMe. I don't get it. Like, what's the point? Go and hang yourself. I just don't understand them, to be honest with you. Decca Simkin, I know him very well, Dean. I've met him, bro. Very, very hard man. Very, very hard man. Leonard Osborne, is he a hard man? Decca Simkin's an absolute gentleman, Dean. I've met him, mate. He was at one of my fights. No, I'm just reading out, mate. People like that. That's the kind of see people weren't as strong-minded as me. When people are saying go and hang yourself, that is bad crack, man. That is bad crack, man. Like, some people wouldn't be able to handle that, man. Your dad was a day and I said, what was your dad called? Source Network. And he was, I'll give you the bell, mate. You've sent us your number off. When I get off here and that and I've had a coffee, I'll give you the bell, bro. But like I say, guys, help us out and donate. And also go to FFM, the link. It's in the description. Listen, if you want to check all our sponsors out and you want to click our fans follow me, go to BK. It's in the description. Please subscribe to us and help support us, man. But yeah, are you interested in buying these BK Street Fighting Brawls t-shirts? It'd be nice if people could actually wear them, you know, coming down to show support when they come down. If you want tickets for tomorrow, contact Andy Smith. I've sent his in Facebook. Yeah, I'll read them all first, Source Networker. Contact Andy Smith. I'll do it now. Contact him if you want tickets to come and watch tomorrow. And contact me on Instagram if you want to come and watch on Rotherham. There's 100 tickets available. Of 75 have been sold. I'm going to try and stretch it to 150. We're just trying to make the room so it isn't all cramped. Right, here's Andy Smith. Message him tomorrow. Any hard men want to fight, contact us. Right, here's Andy's. I've put Andy's link in again. There you go. Just if you want tickets for tomorrow, give him a message. But what I'll do, guys, I'll go live tonight at 8 o'clock. I love you all. Please, thank you very much for the support. I appreciate everybody. Really appreciate you. God bless.